Hello and welcome to My Drumming. These are a set of videos which will teach you how to play drums from a very basic rock track on its own, just a rock drum beat, through to all of the different drum beats, through various songs, how those beats are played, how many times they're played. So the aim of these videos is to take a certain number of songs and say, these are the patterns within the song, this is how many times you play them, this is when you go into the chorus, this is when you play the verse, and this is how you play the actual beats themselves. So we'll start now just with a standard rock beat. Now, in a lot of drum tutorials that are out there, they will teach you to count in a certain way. What I'm doing is, I'm not necessarily teaching the right way, but I'm teaching you the way that I taught myself how to do it. So some people will count 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the way I will show these is to count in the easiest way that I learned how to do it. So the first drum pattern that I want to teach you is a standard rock beat, and we're going to take 8 beats, okay? So 8 beats with the hi-hat. It is as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now on the 3 and the 7, the snare drum comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 1, the 5 and the 6, the bass drum comes in. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what I'll do is I'll play that a few times through on the kit so you can hear how it sounds. So what we're going to do now is go into the first song. So straight away learning one song, and that song is Run by Snow Patrol. Now this song is made up of only 2 drum patterns. The first drum pattern is very similar to the one that we've just gone through. So snare drum beats on the 3 and the 7, and bass drum beats on the 1, the 5 and the 6. So it plays that pattern through, then there's another set of 8 afterwards, and this time it's slightly different. So the snare drum still comes in on the 3 and the 7, but the bass drum comes in on the 1, the 2 and the 6 now. So what I'm going to do is take both of those lots of 8s and play them together so you can see how the bass drum differs. So effectively the bass drum is going on 1, 5, 6, 1, 2, 6. Okay, now that might not sound too good at the moment, but listen to the pattern play through, count in your head and play along with it if you can. That beat in the Snow Patrol song Run goes all the way through the verse. The beat changes for the chorus to a slightly easier beat because it's just the same beat repeating quickly. So this time the bass drum appears on the 1, the 2, the 5 and the 6. So it sounds like this. that is literally as simple as the song gets. So what I've done is I've written down exactly how the song plays those patterns and how many times those patterns are played, and you can see this here. So you'll see from those instructions that the beginning of the song is instrumental. There's a 2-bar intro where no drums are played, then that repetitive beat that we first looked at the beginning part of this video comes in, and that is played through 9 times. Then as we move into the chorus beat with that double bass drum going in, there's cymbals that are put in, and I think the only thing that I haven't said earlier about cymbals is they're written down in the pattern which is displayed earlier on in the video to show when those cymbals come in, because I don't want to try and overcomplicate things by saying on the 1st, the 9th and the 17th loop round, this is when the cymbals come in. So although that is actually accurate, and I appreciate I've just said it, you'll see when the cymbals come in by looking at the music and the instructions that appear, and also by listening to it. So what I'm going to do now is play the whole song all the way through. It'll be just drums playing, so you can play along, you can listen, you can count the amount of times that the beats are going through and repeating, and you can play along when you're ready to. So this is literally how the song goes from start to finish. So that's the song. I hope you could listen along and follow with the instructions that I gave on the screen earlier, and also play along as well if that's what you wanted to do. As I was playing, I realised there was a few things that I hadn't mentioned at the beginning of the video, like a couple of cymbal crashes, like as the verse is coming into the chorus, there's a small dada on the snare drum just before the chorus starts, and also probably more importantly that there's a 4-bar rest in the middle of the song. So hopefully whilst you're watching you managed to work those out and see what I was playing, even if I didn't tell you correctly right at the beginning. And there's the song. So the next song coming up is in part 2, where we look at a stereophonic song. So see you soon. Thanks.